There's some ideas on some different exercises you can do for your for the core, legs, upper body. Try to keep it pretty simple. Make sure before you start any of your workouts, foam roll if you can, tennis ball, lacrosse ball, focusing on the calves, backside, hips for glutes, hip flexor area, quads, adductors, that IT band area, lats, upper back, shoulder, back of the shoulder area. All those areas can get tight. On off days, get on there to kind of keep everything nice and soft. Okay. Just real quick, we'll start with the core. I'm gonna try to knock this out in less than 10 minutes. Basic plank. Okay, I'm gonna show you three easy kind of progressions. Basic plank. Feet elevated, up on a box. Back to that basic plank, but then adding a leg and an arm movement. So right arm goes out, left leg comes up, and then I'm just alternating. That's a hard one. At 30 seconds, basic plank becomes easy, then you move to your feet up on the box. 30 seconds becomes easy of that, then you come back down, add the arm to the leg. Once that becomes easy, you can elevate the feet again, add in the arm to the leg movement. Okay. Side plank, same thing. Start with the basic. 30 seconds. Once you work up to 30 seconds, that's easy on both sides. Stack the feet on the little box. Same thing. Once that becomes easy, back down off the box. We can add a rotation where we're getting through. We're almost getting into that straightforward plank position, rolling on the toes, coming back up, and we're holding that spine angle. Everything's staying flat, tight, glutes are tight. Okay? So 2 basic exercises, but you can progress them as they become easy. You can progress to the next level. All right? Legs, you're getting leg work from the running and the biking. You still want that stability. Basic starting leg exercise would be a split squat. So it's kind of a pre-lunge because we're not stepping. We're just dropping straight down. Knee stays over the foot. From there I can add weights. 10 to 15 reps, depending on if I'm using weights or body weight. From there we can progress to a lunge. But it's the same form. Okay? I'm just adding that ground force now, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Same thing. Start with body weight, move to weights. I'm sure you've already done lunges. Pick a weight that's challenging, that still allows you to have good form. The key is staying in the heel. Let the back leg bend when I step out, so I'm not doing that. You see that a lot. Back leg is straight, all the force going into the knee. We don't want that. Okay? So make sure you got the basic down, and then you can add your weight. Lateral lunge, good. We're going to stretch the adductors, but we also get moving in our frontal plane instead of just that sagittal front and back plane that we're working in with all the other disciplines we're doing. Step out, sit. Okay? Just like this. Push that butt back. Heel and butt. One thing, heel, butt, not toes and knee. Okay? Start with body weight. If you move to dumbbells, you're just going to go outside the leg. If you want to hold a med ball, add a little load. Keep that weight close to the body. Okay? Step ups. 20-inch box. If you need to use a 12-inch box to start, that's fine too. Knee stays over the foot, drag through the heel. Up tall. I could add dumbbells, add a shoulder movement. Okay. Make sure we're not kicking with that bottom foot. We're going to push a little bit, but think about that top leg doing the work. Okay. You can also add a runner's kind of arm movement with that. If we are doing body weight, we can add a little more pace. We can add some weight, some dumbbells. Okay, that's a good one too. 12, 15 reps on each side. A split squat. Okay, this is another one kind of probably the harder of the leg exercise. It's going to challenge your balance a little bit more. Same as this one, now we're just elevating the foot. Okay, this one's good because it works at ankle plantar flexion. When we swim, we want that foot to be able to lay as flat as possible to create that like fin-like effect. When we run a lot, we end up getting a long calf. We're in that dorsiflex position. So sometimes it's hard to get that foot to lay flat. This is going to kind of help stretch that out and force that ankle joint to lay a little flatter. And then I'm just dropping straight down. You're going to get a big stretch through here. So nice and slow. I'll start with body weight, even maybe putting a little pad down there. So I know if I can get that deep, I'll get consistently to that pad and then come back up. Knee doesn't go past the toes. You start with body weight. You can move the dumbbells. Again, 10, 15 reps. The first time you do this one, you're really going to feel it in your glutes the next day. Last day on that down leg. Look at your knee. Make sure your knee isn't wobbling side to side. If you jump the dumbbells and you see your knee's not stabilizing, your hip's not stabilizing, that knee is caving in. Switch back to body weight until you get, first of all, the depth, and then making sure that knee is staying nice and solid. And then you can progress to some extra weight. Otherwise, just stick with the body weight. Okay. Upper body, push-ups are fine. Home, gym. If you have access to a TRX, get on the TRX. You'll get a little more instability for the shoulders. It's going to work your core a little bit more. Okay. On the knees is fine. Arm shoulder width, or a little bit wider than shoulder width. Keep your butt down, abs tight. Okay, when you're ready, knees off. Pulling, so that would be a push or pull. Same thing, get on the TRX, do a pull, dumbbells, butt back, flat back, abs tight, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep your shoulders down and back. Resistance band, same thing. Or cables. The cable machines at the gym with the 2 arms that move, that's perfect. To make it a little more challenging, get on one leg, squeeze, or use one. You go here and row, okay? If I go on one arm, you're gonna have to fight that rotation. The more weight you use, especially like on a cable machine, if I'm rowing in real lightweight, pretty easy. If I go heavier weight, it's gonna wanna twist my lower back. I gotta keep that core engaged to maintain that nice neutral core area, so I'm not twisting my lower back, okay? That's pretty much it. You've got core, legs, push-pull. If you want to do any additional shoulder stuff, you're working your shoulders when you swim. One more that's kind of a good one that kind of mimics that swimming. You could use, again, a resistance band. Here I have just one hooked up to a nice secure spot. Or you could use the cables. I'll get into that kind of lunge position. I've got some tension, I'm reaching, and I'm going to drive that arm right by me and rotate a little bit. Just like when we swim. And I can even add that other arm movement here where I'm driving. I want to finish through on that. I didn't finish through. Again, to the water, that's our paddle. We're trying to pull that water. We're using that water as our force to push off of. Okay? If I come through and I just scoop it, we're not driving ourselves forward. Okay? So if I use that band or whatever it is I'm using for my resistance, I want to think about driving it straight back. Reach, driving it straight back. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know.